What's going on, everybody? So today we're going to talk about one of my favorite towns here in Union County. It's going to be Rahway, New Jersey, all the way down south Union County. And it's my favorite, not just because we live there, but it's been becoming such a better town the past few years. So we're going to talk about the 5 things that you need to know, the good and bad about the town. So make sure you stick to the whole video because
it's a hidden gem.
So like I just mentioned, Rahway's all the way down south Union County. It's not a big town, but in the past few years, since it's been getting so crazy here and since so many people have been relocating, a lot of towns have been seeing, and in Rahway, since it is a hidden gem, a lot of people have been realizing how good it is. It has so many perks that a lot of towns don't have. And in this little community, you're gonna really feel how strong the community is and how young it's been getting in the past few years. So to start out, the main reason it's been such a hot town now is because it has a train station there right off the downtown area. That train station could get you to New York City within 42 minutes or 50 minutes. And that's unheard of for a lot of towns. Even towns that are closer to New York won't get you there because Rahway does have a direct line to New York City. And that's been such a hot topic since a lot of New Yorkers have been moving here. The town has been coming up so much lately. And besides the New York City commute, it's kind of in the middle of where Middlesex and Union County, like North Jersey. So you can be at the shore within 45 minutes. You can be in Newark within 45 minutes. You can be in Elizabeth even less. And that's been so cool because a lot of towns, you're not going to get that luxury of getting to New York City super fast and getting everywhere else even quickly as fast. And the reason the commute has been so easy because we have highway system extremely close. You have the I-78 within a minutes away. That's going to get you into New York City, down south. You also have the 1 and 9. That highway is going to get you to all the towns here in Union County. It's going to get you to Linden, which has a big plaza there. It's going to get you to Elizabeth, which is the biggest city here in Union County. And not only that, it's going to get you all the way down south as well. Something really cool as well is that Rahway has a street called St. George. That street is like a mini highway in a sense. It's not really a highway. It's like kind of a long avenue in a sense. And that's going to also connect you to different towns. And you're going to have a lot of shops there, a lot of retail names, bigger commercial areas. And it's cool because even though it's a little more commercialized, the town of Rahway is kind of hidden away from that a little bit.
And not only does it have an amazing commute, but it does have an amazing downtown area. Honestly, it's one of my favorite downtown areas. I know a lot of places have good downtowns like Westfield and Cranford, but honestly, this is my favorite one. It has so much to offer. Yeah. It's such a small downtown, but it has so much to offer. There's a lot of new developments. So under those new developments, you have just shops of all kinds. I mean, there's so much to do in Rahway. They have Nancy's Townhouse, which in Barstool, it was rated 8.8. So, you know,
pretty
you have, for Barstool, very high, amazing pizza. And you also have a
brewery there
there, which is very uncommon. You're not going to really find that around. It also has the waiting room and it has a bunch of coffee shops. The cool thing about the coffee shops is that they do have like comedy times on Sundays. A lot of people read their poetry, they sing. That's pretty cool. Like I said, not a lot of towns have this. They also have a cigar lounge. They have a cigar lounge which you can bring your own food. It's very chill vibes. You can listen to music. And right next door, they have an arcade if you have kids. I mean, it's not just only for kids, but they have an arcade with all types of games from like your childhood, even the new ones now. So they have so much to do. And the good thing is they do have a parking lot, a parking garage right in the center of the downtown. So you don't really have to stress about looking for parking in Rahway because everything is going to be right there.
And also that parking garage is also going to be good if you're commuting. You want to drive there, you can leave your car because the train station is literally across the street from there. You have a big building called the Skyview, which a lot of people from New York have been buying property there. And it's kind of really cool because you're literally a 1 minute walk from the train station. So you can go from New York, you don't even need a car because a lot of New Yorkers don't have a car. And with that being said, we are licensed real estate agents in New Jersey. I'm Luca, this is Laura. And we're pretty much dropping these kind of videos every Monday and Friday, talking about Union County in general. So make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified every single time we upload a video because we love helping you guys relocate here. So make sure to give this number a call. And we'll love to be the ones helping you out.
However, I wasn't done with the downtown. He jumped the gun. I mean, I just love this downtown, I have to tell you guys. So next to the Skyview, there's the Watts Hotel. Under the Skyview, there's a beautiful lounge. I'm not sure what it's called. They also have a dog daycare,
Yeah.
which is also very uncommon in a lot of towns. But it's like, if you're a resident here, everything is right here. They have the pharmacy right next door. It's crazy. I love this town.
And you're noticing they're kind of making it purposely for those commuter type of lifestyle. You don't need a car if you're there. Obviously, you're going to probably want one to get to maybe the supermarket, bigger stores. But it's kind of being designed that way because only 5-6 years ago, it wasn't like that.
Wow.
But you're seeing how these kind of communities are kind of shifting for those commuters coming from New York specifically or from those bigger cities.
And although Rahway is amazing to live in, there is a major hiccup when moving there, and it's the fact that it's in a major flood zone.
And we've kind of had the first-hand experience when Ida came because we lost 2 cars in that flood. We're probably going to put a few pictures how it looked. But it was ridiculous because we were not expecting it to be that bad. Obviously, we know we're in a flood zone. And another story, the same day, I had a property for sale right in front of the river. Ridiculous. The property down the street literally blew up, okay? And all the windows went everywhere. All the water went in the basement. There were 7 feet of water in the basement. It's a 100-year kind of storm, but it definitely floods in those areas that are near the flood zone. You definitely have to take into consideration because not only your house might flood, but the flood insurance are ranging even to $5,000 a year at some cases, which is really high, especially in those towns that are in flood areas.
Well, I did sell a house that's literally, the backyard is right in front of the river, and it wasn't more than $2,000. So, I mean, I don't think you'll go up to $5,000, but I mean, expect to be in the thousands.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to depend, how bad the flood area is. And after Ida, a lot of things change. So definitely do your research if you are looking to move to Rahway because that's definitely one of the biggest negatives.
But guys, President Joe Biden did sign a federal legislation on December 28th that it includes provisions to make the Rahway River flood mitigation studies as a national priority. So it has rained. We've noticed like heavy rain. I think we had like this storm coming that we definitely thought we were going to flood, but we did not. So I guess they did something.
So since Rahway's all the way downtown Union County, a lot of people don't want to move that far away from the city, even though they have the easier commute. So that's going to give you the ability of having a lot better affordability. Properties there, one families are ranging in the 400 to 440. When you have towns like Clark right next door, they're almost hitting 700,000. You have Linden as well, hitting almost 500,000. So you're seeing that this is a lot better when it comes to affordability. Not only that, throughout the state of New Jersey, taxes are really high, especially in Union County. But Rahway is one of those towns that are a lot lower taxes. Don't get me wrong, property value is still going up there.
Right.
In the past year, we've seen a 6% increase. So don't think that those prices are going to stay there forever because a lot of people have been relocating here. And they've been loving that downtown area because the luxury condos have been building. So you're seeing that the real estate here is a lot more affordable, but you're still getting a lot more for what you're buying for because the properties are a lot bigger here too.
Right. And I think the distance is just a misconception. And I think people think it's like, oh, it's because it's the last town in Union County. It's really not that far. We're like 20 minutes away from Elizabeth, which is not far at all. And the train station's right there. We went into the city the other day. It goes straight into Penn Station, and it's like less than an hour.
Yeah.
Right? It was less than an hour.
Yeah, it was about 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's really not that far. So if you're looking for, distance, it's not that bad. And, the Garden State Parkway is also super close. So just because it's the last town doesn't mean it's like super far away.
And kind of branch into another kind of negative part of Rahway. A big reason the affordability is there as well is because the school districts are not great. They're ranked in the bottom 50%. So you're seeing that if you are looking for kind of a town with those best school districts, you might want to look at a town like Clark, which is right next door. You're going to be paying a lot more, but the school's going to be a lot better. So, even though Rahway could be for a family in general, schools, you're definitely going to want to do your own research for sure because they're ranked as C+. It's not the worst here in New Jersey, but it's most definitely not the best.
Yeah, you definitely want to look into those schools and, see if, that's a fit for you. So, the main highlights in Rahway when it comes to things to do, it's obviously going to be the downtown and maybe the St. George area, but we're so close to so many different, towns, and there's so many things to do. Like, we're bordering Woodbridge, and there's so many things to do. We have the Woodbridge Mall.
Yeah.
And then we're right we're also very close to Edison, which is going to have the Top Golf. I know you guys don't know what that is. The Top Golf is all over America and super fun.
Yeah.
And then we also have the Dine-In AMC and the Menlo Mall.
Right.
So there's so much to do in that area. And then we also have Linden. Linden has a lot of things to do. It has also the AMC and the aviation theater, the aviation plaza. And then it's also going to have like a lot of bars. You're going to have Mr. East. You're going to have Central Park, which is perfect if you're into Sunday football because that's where you're going to find it.
For sure. Or UFC fights.
Yeah. And then also, we're very close to Elizabeth. Elizabeth has a lot to do. Elizabeth has one of the biggest outlet malls. Yeah. And then, I mean, the things to do in Elizabeth are endless, from, you know, dining to barcode.
It's going to be like the heart of all the nightlife there in Elizabeth.
Right.
And then kind of going... So many bars and stuff. And then kind of going a little closer to Rahway, you got Cranford as well. Right. The downtown Cranford area. And kind of the furthest thing from Rahway is going to be New Brunswick. And you're going to get there like the...
it's so close.
That's going to be like the furthest, like 30 minutes. And just know that everything we talked about is going to be between 15 to 30 minutes max.
Yeah, and New Brunswick is going to be where Rutgers is located. Yeah. So if anybody has been to that area, that area right there is going to have a lot to do. Yeah. And then we're also very close to like MetLife Stadium as well. Yeah. So we're very close to a lot of things.
So like pretty much if you don't have fun in that downtown area, you're going to have a lot of things to do throughout other towns, and that's pretty cool because like you said before, it's really nicely localized. Even though all the way down Union County, you're still near a lot of the major things.
Okay, and last but not least, one thing that absolutely turned off people about living in Rahway is that we are super close. You can actually see it from certain locations. Yeah. We're super close to the East Jersey State Prison, which is a medium security prison bordering Rahway.
Yeah, and even though it's in Avenel, the mailing address is in Rahway, but years ago it was changed over to Woodbridge. And, you know, a lot of people have a lot of big misconception. It's very discreet, okay?
It is discreet.
You can see on the 1 and 9, but if you're throughout the town of Rahway, you won't even realize it because you have it behind a big car dealership, behind near another factory. So it's an own area, but it is something that a lot of people ask us about because, you know, if you Google it, it's going to show up.
I've definitely had people mention it.
People mention it, but I always recommend to kind of drive around the area, see what really it is, because it's not that bad. We live extremely close to there, and like maybe a 5-minute drive, and we never see it, we never notice it. The town doesn't really mind it, but if you're somebody coming from another state or another part of New Jersey, you're really gonna think that because if you Google it, it's gonna show up. But it's not that bad, and throughout the video, you're seeing that Rahway has its good, has its bad. But in my opinion, has a lot more good than bad, especially if you are looking to relocate here. So if you're looking to make that move, like we said before, we are a real estate agency in New Jersey. We would love to help you out. We can get a quick Zoom call. We will go over exactly what you need. What we do is we kind of digest what kind of person you are, what are your needs, and we kind of start pinpointing
the lifestyle.
Pretty much, and start pinpointing what towns or cities that would be good for you. And then from there, you know, we move on and kind of show your properties. We can't we'll do a lot of video calls, a lot of Zoom calls. So if you're looking to make that move, make sure to give us a call, email us, text us. We are the one answering everything, and we'll love to be the agents for you.